we bring writers, keep them in a group for 30 days. And all you have to do is write consistently, write every day, every weekday actually. Then during the weekends, we host hangouts, games, and all that just to help you get better as a writer. So currently, we have a challenge ongoing, started on the 4th of June, and we're done with week one. So this is the last activity of week one. This is our week one hangout. So most of our writers are here. We just come, learn, and get better. So today we have a very exciting topic. We'll be talking about leveraging social media for writer marketing. So as a writer, most of us, we started as a writer out of passion. It's something you're good at, but you realize that um, I'm pretty good with this thing, and I believe I can earn from this thing. Earning from it, it's a little difficult. It's not as easy as the writing part, because sometimes the writing may come easily with you. You can just pick your pen, your notepad, and you're already scribbling. But when it comes to earning, it's not that way. You have to understand the dynamics. You have to know the dynamics of the writing industry, what and what you need to do, and all that. So that's why we are going to be host this session. It's very important. We're going to be demystifying a lot of things. We are going to expose you to different things and how. So today we'll be focusing on social media. Throughout this challenge, throughout this month, we'll be talking about different ways you can earn from writing. Our hangout topics throughout this challenge, because the theme of our challenge is centered around the business of writing. We want to help writers get better and earn from their skill. So throughout this period, all our Sunday hangouts in this month, we'll be talking about writing, earning from writing, different means you can earn from writing. So today we're going to be focusing on social media, how to leverage social media and earn from your writing. We have someone here who is an expert. She's an expert writer and also an expert with social media. She has been writing for a very long time. She has also currently she still manages lots of social media pages from TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. So she knows everything about the algorithm and all that. So she's going to be telling us how we can leverage social media and earn from it, how you can leverage social media to put yourself out there and get writing gigs and get jobs and all that. So it promises to be an exciting session. I already have my notepad ready and my biro, because me like this, I am not here to dull. I'm trying to get my pen now. Let me search for my pen. And if you don't have your notepad ready, then I think you're not doing this correctly. To get the best from this session, you have to listen, shun all distractions, keep all distractions outside. Yeah, I've seen my pen. Keep all distractions aside, focus, take your notes, and as you're listening, if you have any question, take your questions. We are going to have time for questions. Like the last 15 minutes, we'll take questions from you. So get ready. I'm so excited already, and I feel like bringing her up already. But before we do that, before we introduce our speaker, one more round of posting. Let's just take the next 1 minute. Go to your WhatsApp, just post the flyer, post the link, share the link, and let's get more people, because the Rema that will be dropped here this night, ha 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 ha. There'll be lots of Rema, I promise you. So guys, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's post. Hoping to see. Let me post one more time. Okay, I posted. So, guys, it's with great respect and honor that I will be introducing our speaker for the night. Our speaker for the night is no other person than Bridget Omenazu. Bridget Omenazu is the co-founder of Triple C. Both of us, we put our heads together. Everything you Triple C today, it's more like our idea. We talked about it and decided, oh, this is something we can do together. So we started the idea, and she has been like the best partner. She's more like the brains. Most times she helps the running around of Triple C, the all the operations. Most times she spearheads it. She's someone who's work ethics, energy. See, she knows her onions. Apart from writing, she's also a good administrator. She's also a good manager. So you have a whole lot of things you can learn from her. So if you're here, just be ready to get your mind blown. So permit me to introduce our speaker, Miss Bridget. Bridget, good evening. How are you doing? Did you say she's the user of the writing industry? No, no, please. You're correct.
Good evening, sir. I don't think it's me that you are talking about like this. So, that is another person. No, is it me?
It's your humility for me.
You are yourself. Good evening,
Afara.
guys. Good evening, everybody. Titi, my lover,
Yeah.
I see you. I see you keeping that comment section active. Okay, guys, if you are here, I want to feel your impact. So drop emojis in the chat box, write your name, write hi, write hello, whatever it is, just mark attendance in the chat box. I want to know that everybody I'm talking to is here and paying attention. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's do that. I can only see Elijah and Elizabeth, the E people. Okay, let's see other people. Eberechuku, another E. Okay, Chinedu just broke the okay, Chinedu just broke the circle. Precious, Neza, hello, Adebisi. Okay, all right. Keep dropping, but we're going to start because this admins gave me just 25 minutes to say everything I want to say this night. It's not going to be enough, but you guys should listen, write down your questions if you have any, and we are going to take them. All right. Titi, I see you now. You're first call now. Lord's writing. How will I not call you? All right. Tonight we'll be talking about leveraging social media to market yourself as a writer, leveraging social media to sell yourself as a writer. The truth is, social media has been my saving grace for over 2 years now, maybe more. Um, Majority of the ways that I earn has been through social media, either by selling my writing skill, my design skill, social media management skill, a whole lot. It's been social media. I've learned through social media. I've connected with amazing people through social media. I've joined awesome communities through social media. And of course, Triple C exists because social media exists. So yeah, there has been a lot. There's been a lot to learn during my journey on the social media space, a lot to improve. And it has also been an avenue for growth and an avenue for earning for me. And I'm sure that tonight is going to also make way for you to earn through social media. That is if you're not earning through social media already. So without wasting much of our time, I'm just going to dive right in and start dishing it out. So there are 3 ways to earn through social media, 3 major ways. There could be more subgroups, but then the 3 major ways to earn through social media is: one, you either build your own brand on social media. Two, you um you use social media to attract people that will pay you. Or 3, you use social media to reach out to people that will pay you. I'm going to repeat that again. 3 ways to leverage social media to earn as a writer. 1, leverage social media to build your own brand. 2, use social media to attract people that will pay you. And 3, use social media to reach out to people that will pay you. I hope you got that down. So let's start with the first one. How do you build your own brand leveraging social media? How do you build your own brand leveraging social media? I'm sure we are familiar with a lot of social media influencers out there: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Now, a lot of them are people who know how to act or recreate what someone else has created. But there are also majority of them who are creators themselves. And if you go back to study some of these creators or most of these creators, you will notice that 90% or 80% of them are writers or were writers at first. Because if you look at the kind of content these people create, be it video content, written content, or amazing images, you will see that words play an important role in whatever it is they push out, in whatever it is they dish out. I'm sure some of you know Salem King. So if you go to study his page, you will see that it's not just about his content, it's about the way he crafts his words, it's about the way he combines it, it's about the way he delivers those words. So anybody can be talking about personal development and still stay at 1K followers, 200 followers. But it takes someone that knows how to weave words together the way they should to make people act, to make people feel like they are in a community, to make people want to follow that person. So you already have that advantage. Since you are a writer, you can keep building and developing on that advantage that you have. Salem King, yeah, SalemKing. Okay, you can find him on TikTok, you can find him on Instagram. You can just watch some of his videos. So as I was saying, you already have that advantage because you are a writer. You already have that advantage because you're a writer. You know how to combine words, you know how to put words together, you know how to say the right thing in the right way. So what do you now need? What you need as a writer who wants to build their own brand on social media is, one, find something you are interested in. Find a topic you are interested in. Find a niche you are interested in. What do you like talking about with ease? What do you enjoy talking about? What can you act out? What do you have passion talking about? Okay. When you find out what that thing is, then you have to create content around it. You have to create content around it. I watched one of Salem King's video that he mentioned that when he started creating content online, he just used some of the content he had in his journal, some of the things he observed and wrote down. All he had to do was just learn the script and reproduce it in video format. He did that for 30 days consistently. He got his first 5,000 followers, and he kept growing from there. So if you're someone that have a special perspective, a unique perspective to things, which of course you have because you are a writer, then it is time to put that perspective, it is time to put that knowledge you have into building your own brand on social media. So choose a social media that you would like, choose a social media that you prefer, go on there, create content. If you prefer to keep to your writing and just do written content, then you might want to stick with blogs, or you might want to stick with Twitter or Facebook or some of those social media, or LinkedIn, social media platforms where you can do a lot of writing. Okay, just keep talking about something you have interest in. I must confess, this particular following this particular lane is going to slow down your money making a little bit, because you might not be able to make money immediately because you're talking about something you enjoy, hoping that you attract people who enjoy it too, who will follow your content, and then through the questions that they ask, through their interactions, through the things that they need, you will know what products you're supposed to create. Titi is an example of this. when she joined when she decided to create an account on Instagram to talk about tech, it was because she liked talking about tech and she felt it would be helpful to people. So on the way, while she kept doing this and kept building her brand, she noticed that people always come to her DM to ask questions, make inquiries, they come for consultation and all of that. She was like, okay, why do I have to answer these questions every time? Why don't I create a product from the questions that these people are asking? So she said, fine, I'm going to write a book, a tech guide. And that is how her tech guide came about. Titi, validate me in the comment section. So it can also be you, all right? You can choose something. It doesn't have to be tech. It doesn't even have to be content writing. It can be English language. It can be whatever it is that you enjoy. It can be music, whatever it is that you enjoy. Just keep talking about it, and your people are going to discover you. And as long as you keep creating that content and stay consistent, you're going to have questions that will prompt you to create a product that will help you earn. Now, let's move away from building your brand and talk about how to earn as a writer on your own, how to attract the right audience that will pay you for writing. Okay, are you ready? All right. So the first thing which I've said already, but I'm going to repeat, is that you need to have a niche. So you need to have a niche. You need to have a niche. That's always the number one rule of writing. You can't write about everything. You need to write a niche. Even though your niche is broad, like personal development is a very broad niche. There are a lot of things you can talk about if you decide you want to be a personal development writer. It can be finance, can be work ethics, just whatever it is that you want to talk about. So you can choose a niche, you can be broad, but make sure that you have a niche and you have a target audience. You have a target audience. You understand who the people that are going to benefit from that kind of writing are, who the people that we need your kind of writing are. So there are two types of writers in the market: people that want to work for others and people that want to train other writers. So if you're among the people that want to train other writers, then your content might be then you need to focus your content mainly on content writing. Talk about things on content writing, how to grow as a writer, how to freelance properly and all of that. You're going to find your people and you can sell to them. But if you want to write for businesses, then find that particular niche that you want to be writing for and start creating content around that, because it is the content that you create already that will make these people believe that, okay, this person is an authority. I don't need to do a lot of explaining when I bring this person in to write for me. So I will be willing to give him or her this job. Number two, after you have decided who your target audience are, two, you have to choose the right platform to promote yourself. Choose the right platform to promote yourself. There are different types of writers out there. You can decide to be, I know someone that is a caption writer. They're only just to be writing captions on social media. You can decide to be a caption writer. You can decide to be a blog writer. You can decide whatever it is that you want to be writing about. Just you can decide to be writing threads alone. You can decide to be a UX writer. So choose the right platform where you will find the people that are interested in this kind of writing that you're doing. If you want to be writing captions, you might want to build your nest on TikTok, on Instagram. If you want to be writing blog posts, you might want to leverage LinkedIn blog, Medium, and all of those places. Then when you write your content on those places, you can now use your Twitter, your Instagram, your TikTok to promote that writing and push people back to where you wrote your long form content. All right. So you can choose Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or public blogs to promote yourself as a writer. So after you've chosen your platform, what do you need to do in that platform to make sure that you are discovered by people? Optimize your profile. Optimize your profile. See, yesterday I checked my LinkedIn account and I saw that I had over 30 connection requests. I don't really go to LinkedIn. No. I don't spend time on LinkedIn. I just check LinkedIn once. I don't even remember the last time I made a post on LinkedIn. But people keep discovering me. They keep finding me. Why? Because my LinkedIn bio, my LinkedIn profile is optimized. I clearly stated that I'm a writer. This is what I do. So people who are interested in that niche, people who are within the niche, or people who want someone within the niche, they are the ones sending those connection requests. But if your profile is just there, you went to write, I'm a baby, I laugh for a living on your Instagram or Facebook or your LinkedIn, you just wrote one very funny thing that is not at all related to your niche. It is people that are interested in you laughing that will also connect with you. So if you want yourself to be found by people who will pay you, then you need to create your profile in a way that people will want to pay you. Use clear and engaging bio that highlights your expertise and writing niche. Highlight your expertise and writing niche. An email copywriter, I help businesses do this. A website content writer, I help businesses, or I help business owners do this. Okay, highlight your expertise. What are you very good at? You need to highlight that. Share valuable content. Share valuable content. Imagine that I'm getting that kind of reach on LinkedIn. What if I start creating content on LinkedIn? Do you know how much people are going to be reaching out to me? How much people are going to be connecting with me? How much jobs I'm going to be getting from LinkedIn? So share valuable content and engage with your audience. Engage with your audience. I got a job 2 weeks ago or so. It's a potential job share. It has not complete. I've not completed it yet. But that happened because I was scrolling through my WhatsApp status. I saw someone's status and I just replied. The person was not looking for a writer or anything or looking to give somebody a job. I just replied and commented on the post and we got talking. That was how I knew that he wanted to start a writing project. And that was how I keyed him. So it's not enough to create content on social media expecting people to interact with you. You must also be out there interacting with other people. Check the content that people in your list create. Check the content your idolos are creating. Comment there, engage, participate in their discussions, ask questions, ask them to give you feedback. Show genuine interest in them, show genuine interest in their opinions. Okay? Build a community. Build a community. If you want, this is going to be more important to people who want to build their brand on social media. Social media following happens fast when your page feels like a community, not just a page. Like you are interacting with people, you are asking them questions, they are giving you reply, you're creating content based on their reply, you're finding out what they like, what they dislike, you're creating content based on those feedback that they are giving you. You're not just creating, you're getting feedback and you're creating content based on the feedback that you're getting. Showcase your work, keep sharing. If you I've already mentioned this earlier, if you create I've already mentioned this earlier, if you create content on your blog, take a part of it that is very interesting and share it on your Instagram and share it on your Facebook. The more eyes you have on different social media platforms, the easier it is for you to get like get a larger number of people. So don't depend on, okay, I'm creating my content on Medium, so I'm just going to relax. I don't care about Facebook, Instagram, even the TikTok that they say is trendy. I don't care about it, so I'm not going to be creating any content. Then nobody's going to know I'm a writer. That's bullshit. Change it now. Start leveraging those platforms. That is the reason they are there. They are there to help you showcase your work. So leverage different social media platforms to showcase your work. Okay? Collaborate. That is the last thing I'm going to be talking about. No, that's not the last thing, but that's almost the last thing I'm going to be talking about here. Collaborate with other people. Look for the people who are within your niche that create similar content, or people who are not really within your niche. There's something I learned while I was starting out as a writer. I was told to not just write, but I was told to link up with designers, link up with software developers, because these people, they might have projects and they don't want to do the writing, they can refer to you. Okay, they might have projects, they don't want to do the writing, they can refer to you. But if everybody that you're connected with are just writers they find their own daily bread. You are looking for your own too. So most times it's not easy for them to give you jobs, even though they still do. But now I'm encouraging you to collaborate with people within your niche, collaborate with writers within your niche, but also collaborate with people outside your niche, because they might have things that they cannot do because they are not experts in that particular niche you're operating on, but they can refer that to you because you are an expert in that niche. All right. So I hope we have gotten all of that down, and we're going to be implementing that to create content and attract people on social media. Finally, on attracting people, you have to stay consistent and stay authentic. You have to stay consistent and stay authentic. Most times when you start creating content on social media, you start feeling like, I have to be this ideal, I have to behave like an idolo. I have to be this ideal person. There's this picture in your head of who you are supposed to be while you're on social media, but that is not who you are. Creating content in your own voice, creating your kind of content, talking about what you like, expressing it the way you would as an individual is what is actually going to attract you, is what is going to attract people to you, not your perfectionism. Okay? Not your perfectionism. So sometimes just drop that savior complex, just drop that I want to be a big man complex, keep it one side and be humble, be you, create content, be authentic, and create that content consistently, because the more people will see you, the easier it is for them to engage with you and the easier it is for them to reach out with you. Now, number three, of how to leverage social media to earn as a writer is using social media as a tool for outreaches. Using social media as a tool for outreaches. So how do you do this? First, research your niche. Again, niche don't enter again. Now, who do you want to work with? There are a lot of things that can help you decide who you want to work with. One, it might be that, okay, you just want to be a niche that in a niche that you enjoy. So find a niche that you enjoy. Two, it might be that you want to be in a niche that makes money making easy. So do your research, what niche needs writers the most? What is the price? What is the turn up? How competitive is the industry around those people? So that is where you should be. Like now, I noticed that there are a lot of beauty brands out there who want to start creating manuals, creating brochures, who want to start creating readable courses online. But some of these business people get a lot of customers that they don't even have time to start sitting down to be thinking, this is what you are supposed to do the first time you message us. This is the second thing you're supposed to do. So if you bring a good offer to them, they are going to jump on it. So research for niches like that that need people to create particular thing for them that is writing related. So those niches are where you should dwell. And now it's even easy to find people in a niche because of hashtags on social media. If I want to find people in who are lash technicians, I can just go and type lash technicians on Instagram, check the hashtag, and check for all the people who are using the hashtag. Okay, so use those search engine tools to your advantage to do your research, find niche that is profitable, and reach out to people within that niche. But of course, before you reach out, you need to have your outreach template. You need to have your outreach template. If you were in the webinar we held before this triple C started, we mentioned the 3 C's of code DMing, the 3 things that you need to consider when you are writing a code DM message. One, the compliments. You have to find something to compliment about that brand. They cannot be that bad. There has to be something good about them. You compliment them. Then secondly, you show your competence. What are you good at? And then finally, you put the call to action. How do you want them to? Do you want them to reach out to you? Do you want them to show interest? How do they show that they want to work with you? Okay, so create templates that are specific to your industry or specific to this brand that you want to reach out to. Create like 5 or 10 templates that you can edit and reuse, and then use that to reach out across days. Target your ideal customers. Target your ideal customers. If you've created this content, you cannot just be sending the content to everybody. You have to know who your ideal customers are. If you want to, if you find them in the hashtag, check their profile, check what they talk about, check how their page looks. What particular service would you offer to them that would be beneficial to them, so that you can craft your offer properly. Okay? So that you can craft your offer properly. When you have done this, the final and most important thing is to keep reaching out. Is to keep reaching out. See, it's not just Nigeria that is going through financial crisis. It's almost all over the world. So businesses are trying to make sure that if they can avoid an expenses, then they avoid it. So if you're coming to them, don't expect that the first person you send a message to is going to jump on the offer. So keep sending the message, keep reaching out to more accounts, um keep crafting your message, stay consistent. While you're doing this, be creating content on your page too. Because if you're reaching out to someone, the person goes to your page and they see that there's nothing there, then there's no credibility. There's no credibility. There's nothing for them to look back to and say, okay, this person can actually do what they are saying that they can do. So if you want people to trust you enough to give you their job, you need to have something on your page that shows that you're good at this. So create that. And if you don't have that, if you don't have time to create a lot of social media content, you might want to create your own portfolio, so that when you're reaching out, you're adding the link to your portfolio there, so that they can always just click the link and see what you have done. But I will still advise having a social media presence and creating an account, and creating content on social media. Keep reaching out, keep reaching out, keep reaching out, keep reaching out, and you are going to get your ideal client. Okay, I think my 25 minutes is up, so I'm going to stop here and take a break. Thank you, Triple C, for having me here. Thank you, Titi, for keeping the comment section active. I see you all, and I'm going to take a break now. Cheers. Bye.
Um, did you feel that? Did you feel that? I want to see your reaction. If you got value from this session, my book don't fool like this guy, bro. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. I want to see your reaction. Drop your fire emojis. Appreciate her. It's not easy. These are things people charge. People charge. I know people like normally. I'm not even talking about people. I'm talking even herself here. If you're coming for consultancy, 30 minutes consultation with her, I know how much you would pay for her to tell you some of these things she has given out for free. So it's so much. She has given out so much, bro. Let's appreciate her. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you for taking out time to explain these things, demystify. She had to take out time. She told us about 3 ways you can earn as a writer leveraging social media. And she took out time to explain each of these ways and how to effectively use these ways. So it's a whole lot that she has given to us this night. And I hope you got that, and you would also be ready to implement, because if you know these things, if you just keep piling up the knowledge and you're not putting it into practice, there would be no difference. So at this point, because of our time, let's take some questions from all that has been said. If you have any question, it's your time to ask the question. You can raise your hand up. We'll call you. You can ask your question. Even if you want to appreciate, you can also speak. I was seeing someone who said she wants to appreciate. Yeah. So Uchechi,
Okay.
just raise your hand up. I'll give you permission. you appreciate. If it's a question you have, you ask your question. If you're not comfortable asking using the mic, you can also type your question. I'll be going through the comment section and all the questions will be answered. So we have about 15 minutes for questions and answers. So let's keep the questions coming. If there was something you were expecting her to talk about, if there's any challenge, you've been using social media, but you're not getting results, maybe there's something you're not doing right, this is your opportunity. You have an expert in the house. This opportunity may not come again. So maximize this opportunity and ask all your questions. So I think I have one hand up, which yeah, feel free. You can unmute yourself
Okay,
and speak.
okay. First of all, thank you very much, Ma, for this enlightenment. Thank you. I really appreciate. We appreciate. Appreciate. I learned a lot, and then also there's something that has been on my mind. Do you have an idea of how to like add pictures to LinkedIn? Because I joined the Triple C challenge for 30 days, and it has been very helpful. But I was advised by someone, by a writer, a very good writer, that I should build my LinkedIn profile. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I kind of don't really understand the whole LinkedIn space, basically. So I don't know if you can just briefly run through it. Thank you.
Okay, what kind of device do you use? Laptop, phone for LinkedIn?
Okay. I use my phone.
Okay. Should be
And
easy when you
I'm
open.
trying to okay, sorry. I'm also trying to like active because for this past week I've just been writing text. So I want to kind of add like maybe a picture or something to buttress my point or something like that.
Okay. Now the thing about LinkedIn is that it's not like blogs where you can write, and then in between you can add your image in between and then continue writing. So it's more like Facebook. You can add your picture separately and then your content separately. Then from my phone, the moment I click on the create button, the button, I'll see where to add text, and under it, I'll see add a photo, take a video, use templates, celebrate an occasion, add documents, etc. So if I want to add carousels, I can use the add a document and upload my PDF. And if I want to add an image, I can just use the add photo and add my image from there. Then write my content. So I think that's just how it works for me here. I don't know for you. But you know what? Since you are in the challenge, maybe you can send me screenshots later, and if this does not work for you, work out directly the way it is customized for your phone. All right.
Okay, thank you, Ma.
All right.
Okay, I think that question has been answered. Let's go through our chat box and see if we have any question. Okay, I think we have one question. Shining Star. Can I make an income with writing on depression as a niche? Bridget, that's a question for you. Someone wants to write about depression and why you should not drink sniper.
Okay.
That
So
should be too much.
topics like depression are actually topics that can easily help you blow up on social media, because it's the reality of a lot of people. So it's something that plenty of people can relate to, even though like they'll be relating to it and they'll be telling themselves and lie, they don't used to be depressed in our village, but they can relate to it. They'll follow you, and they can you can grow your audience through that. And when you grow your audience, there are a lot of things you can do with your audience once you've grown them. You can start running adverts, you can start selling products or anything. But then I also know that there are platforms, there are blogs, there are people who already talk about depression that might not have the time to write their own content. So if you write good content, you can use your content to target them. You can check out for some of these pages, see what they talk about, and try to either mention them in some of your posts, something that will make them to notice you. Then who knows, um, they might reach out to you to write for them or to work with them. But I think that is a good place to focus on. That's a good place to focus on. But the truth is, I cannot tell you right now that if you focus on that niche, you're going to be earning 5 million in 3 months. No, but I know it's a good niche, and I know that it's a popular topic as at the recent time. And you know that if the attention is there, then the money is there. So I hope that answers the question.
Okay, sorry, my network took me out for a while. So I don't know if there's. I believe the person that asked the question should be answered. I don't know if there's any other question before Salome's question, but that's the one I can see now. So Salome is asking a question. If I'm writing on social media, can I make money by people reading posts on my page?
Okay, that's a tricky one. So if it's social media going on like Facebook or Instagram, I don't think there's a direct way to make people pay for reading content on your page. No. But if you grow your page to an extent, I think Instagram has no, I think I know Instagram has a creator program. I don't know if what I don't know is if it's open for Nigerians. In fact, I don't think it's open for Nigerians. But Instagram has a creator program that they can invite you and you can start earning from there. But Twitter, I heard Mark is cooking. Sorry, Ipus Idolo is cooking
Elon,
some.
Elon, Elon, Elon
Elon,
Musk,
Elon is cooking something for Instagram, where you can
Twitter. He's already cooked
for
self.
Twitter rather, where you can if you're a blue bed, fair blue whatever that they used to call it, then you're able to create content like paid content on your page and people can subscribe to it. But before Twitter, there are also other platforms you can use to do this, like Substack allows you to have a um paid subscriber list where people pay to read your content where people pay to read your content. Medium used to have a way for people to earn directly there, but it's still not open to Nigerians. There are a lot of things that are not open to Nigerians. It's our being, and we'll have to see through it. But I hope that answers your question. But then you don't have to directly earn from social media platform or people reading your content. You don't have to directly earn from there. You just have to find creative ways to make your writing fetch you money. So if you leverage the writing to build the audience, every other thing is possible.
How about blog? How about owning? It's still part of her question. How about owning a blog? Would you advise on that?
Yes, owning a blog is also another beautiful way to earn directly. Now, you're not going to be earning from people reading your blog, of course, but you're going to be earning from adverts that are being run through your blog. So if you can start a blog, write about content that people are interested in and draws people into that page, and you incorporate Google AdSense or any other ad platform there, you can run ads through your blog and you can earn through that. So that is also another good way to earn.
Okay, I think that answers the questions. And Salome, I hope your question is answered. So you can use there are some platforms you can use, but most social media platform you cannot just earn directly. Medium is one of the best platforms that would have helped lots of us. The criteria is not even that difficult. I think you just have to have up to 100 followers. Then you enter the partnership program and you can earn. It was open to Nigerians, but it's no longer open to Nigerians, and some they just have some selected countries. So just let me. I think we'll take one more question because our time is already fast spent. Elijah is asking, my question is, what is your advice that doesn't have is what is your advice to someone that doesn't have a specific niche but can actually write based as the spirit leads? Someone that does not have a specific niche, but anywhere with the spirit leader and the spirit leader, if the spirit leader and say today write tech, you write tech, tomorrow write crypto, personal development. So what's your advice to such a person, and how can the person monetize his writing skill or her writing skill? Bridget, there's someone
Okay,
that
there are a lot of questions about niches, so I'm going to try to take all of them at once. Writing as the spirit leads. Second person is saying, I've been writing various niches for 5 years plus, and I've made quite some money. If I want to start writing on social media, what niche do you feel I can focus on, or should I continue to post various content on my page? Then the third person is asking examples of content niches that can fetch money. Okay. Um, for question one, if you're writing as the spirit leads, there's a solution for you. Find a broad niche. I mentioned earlier that if you're in a niche like personal development, it gives you flexibility to write about anything that you like. Okay. If you want to stay in the niche of fiction, it gives you the flexibility to write about werewolves, to write love story, to write thrillers, to write sad story, whatever it is you like, but it's going to be fiction related. If your niche is tech, you can write about a whole lot of things: product design, development, um, work ethics, project management, crypto, whatever it is you like. So find a broad niche that everything you're writing about fits in, then identify yourself with that niche. But if you cannot just be going from one unrelated niche to the other, find something that you want to be identified as. Now, this does not mean that if you're good at writing crypto content and good at writing personal development content, and you want to focus on writing personal development content on Instagram, it doesn't mean that crypto jobs will not come to you. People that know you are good at it are still going to be giving you crypto writing jobs. Take them and write them. But you have to find a personality for your online presence. You have to face somewhere. So what niche are you going to face? What niche are you going to identify yourself with on social media? So pick that niche. Now, for the second question, asking you've been writing on different niches for 5 years. I think that's even an advantage, because now you know the niche that you enjoy writing about the most. You also know the niche that helps you make more money. So what is the plan of creating on social media? You want to create to build a brand. If that is your plan, then you might want to pick that niche that you enjoy writing about the most, because that is one that will be easier for you to create content with. It is the one that will be easier for you to it's the one that is going to be easier for you to express yourself with. But if your aim is just, I just want to make money and go, then find the niche that is most lucrative, that has fetched you the most money for these 5 years plus you've been writing. Then focus on writing on that niche so you can use it to attract audience, and also use it as proof when you want to reach out to other people. All right. Then number three question, could you give examples of content niches that can fetch money? The truth is that every content niche is nice. Every content niche can fetch you money. Okay. If you're in the right, there are different things that can contribute to any niche making you money. That's even another topic. But one of them is community. The people you have around you, what are they more interested in getting a writer for? The people you follow, what are they more interested in getting a writer for? Okay. What niche out there are you confident in writing about? Because even though cryptocurrency is paying 5 million per content, and you cannot write content that meets their standard, nobody's going to employ you, nobody's going to take you in to write any content for them. So you have to know that niche that you're very confident, that you're very good at, or that you want to build competence in. That is where you will go. That is what niche you're going to choose to make money. So you can do more research on different industries, use freelance platforms like um, Fiverr, Upwork, check the niches that pay writers the most. So you might want to pick that as your niche. So that is the advice I can give you, but I cannot categorically tell you, okay, dump non-fiction and pick fiction, or leave content writing and focus on copywriting. Although focusing on copywriting might be a good idea. Email copywriting for that matter. Ella will tutor you. So that's that. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much for answering those questions. It's 2 minutes to 9, and I think Google Meet has a 1 hour cap on meetings. So we have to round up here before the meeting ends for us. I've not tried it out, yeah. So I'd love to see if it's going to automatically end by 9 o'clock. I think I started this meeting by 8 p.m. So I'm just going to stay. If there are any other I'll just drop my final words. But if the meeting ends by 9, know that I was not the one that Google Meet ended it. If it does not end, then let me just say my final words. So thank you all for joining this meeting. We'll be here same time next week, 8 p.m. on Sunday, and we'll still be talking about the business of market writing, how you can earn from your writing. If you enjoyed this session, then be prepared to be blown again and to learn more next week. So don't be selfish. Let's get more people joining. Let's get more people joining us next week. And we are going to be bringing someone special to teach us again and help us. The goal is for us to, for everybody to earn from this their skill. I believe everyone here writes one way or the other. We want everyone to be able to earn, and that's why we are hosting this. Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you next week. And if you also, we also have a product, our client acquisition ebook. It's an ebook that will teach you how to get client. It's 9 o'clock. Google Meet not end this meeting now. So they're just the one person. But there's a client acquisition ebook written by Triple C. I think myself, Bridget, we joined, we combined and we wrote that ebook. There are a whole lot of things. Most of the things she talked about today, there's an ebook for it that you can read up and learn how to do those things, how to code pitch, how to reach out to clients on social media, the templates that you can use, and a whole lot. Currently, the ebook is sold at 5,000. But if you're here in this for the fact that you joined this meeting and you're willing to get the ebook, you can get it for 3,000. We are just going to give you a discount coupon. So we'll create a coupon for you. Just use what's the coupon? I'm going to create the coupon. But if you're ready, I don't know, Bridget, can we get the seller link? Let's drop the seller link. If it's no, the coupon is valid. How long should it be valid? 24 hours. How long do you want it to be valid? Let me give you a blank check. Shiny star. Till 16th. Today is what? Today is 11th. Uchechi say let's do 1 month. Till 16th. Okay. Okay, the coupon will be valid from now to the next meeting. So between now, today is 11th, our next hangout is on the 18th. If you're going to get it, you say to the end of Triple C program. If you're ready now, let's send the link. The coupon, I'll create the coupon code Hope your Shining Star send. That's the seller link. If you check, that's the link on seller. Let's Shining Star. I don't know. Let's get your details. Okay, no, no problem. Since you registered, if you registered for this webinar, I think we already have your details. But you can send me a message on WhatsApp. Let me just drop my WhatsApp number. We have the coupon will be valid for 1 week. The coupon will be valid for one. That's my WhatsApp number. If anyone who is interested, that's the link. So you can get the ebook, the client acquisition ebook. There are a whole lot of things to learn from that ebook. So guys, thank you all for joining. Uchechi, I have your number. No wala, it's valid. Me and you, we know where we would meet. You're in the deluxe group now, so no wala. You can still get it. So just send me a DM. You were in my DM a few days ago, so send me a DM and we'll work it up from there. Shiny Star, send me a DM. Anybody interested in the client acquisition ebook, just send me a DM and we would find something that would work for you. So guys, thank you. Titi, avoid my DM. I don't want to see you in my DM. I think that's it. That's where we draw the curtain for tonight. Thank you very much, Bridget, for your time. Thank you for everyone who joined. Titi, praise. I see lots of you. All the people who asked questions. Some persons were here from the beginning. Evelyn, Ayomide, Cherry, Chiamaka Amechi, Chinonso, Darlene, Dorcas, Ebenezer, Elizabeth, Emmanuel, Emanuela, Excel, Good, John, Miriam again with capital letter, Ma, Khadijat, Praise, I've called you, Red Designs, Salome, Shining Star, Timothy, Uchechi, Victoria. We really appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you next week. Bye, guys. There's no musical. Straight, we